The Trump administration has arrested more than 300,000 illegal aliens in 2025. Again, more than 300,000 illegal alien criminals have been arrested in the interior of our country in the first 6 months of this administration. Nearly 70% of these arrests have been criminal aliens with criminal charges or prior convictions. This is success all around. This is removing the most dangerous public safety threats from America's communities and returning these individuals to their home countries.
The White House holding a briefing last hour as we get a new read on the administration's immigration efforts. According to the New York Times, ICE records show the number of people in detention reached a new high this week, topping more than 60,000 people. That breaks a modern record that was set during the first Trump administration. Todd Lyons is the acting ICE director, and he joins us now. So 300,000 in total arrested, 60,000 in custody now. Compare that to 39,000 in January of this year. Previous high was 55,654. That was back in August of 2019. But the question that I and many other people might have is, in the 4 years of the Biden administration, more than 10 million people entered this country illegally. So in terms of detentions and deportations, how much further do you have to go?
Hey, John, thanks for having me. Yeah, we have a long way to go. You can see that just by the numbers. So one thing is ICE doesn't hold people punitively. We hold them to remove them. So you're seeing our number rise because we're encountering more individuals through our 287G partnership with state and local officials. We're encountering those individuals that came here under the last administration. So while we are removing a lot of people from our borders and getting them back to their home country, we still have to make sure that they get their due process and their time in court. And that's why you're seeing this number go up. Because ICE isn't going to have a catch and release policy like we had in the past. We're going to ensure that these people do see a judge, and if that federal judge orders that person deported, we'll remove them. But we're going to keep them in custody to ensure that they get their full due process, but they follow the immigration law.
So in terms then of the number of people that ultimately you want to see apprehended, detained, and or removed, of that 10 million, do you have a target number?
Well, right now there's approximately 1.5 million people that have final orders that have already been ordered deported by the judge. That's what we're focused on, as well as the worst of the worst. We want to make sure we start getting at those first, because those are the ones who have already seen a judge, already had their due process, already been ordered removed or deported, and we can get them to their home countries quicker. At the same time, we want to make sure that as we have more partners cooperating with us in more states, we are encountering more of these worst and the worst and getting these bad actors out of the community. So I think that's really the highlight there for us, John, is finding that 1.5 million, along with the 700,000 that we know have final orders that have really serious criminal convictions, and getting those out of our neighborhoods.
In terms of who has been detained and apprehended and held in custody for removal, some interesting statistics coming from the ICE office in Houston regarding gang arrests, the Trump administration versus the Biden administration for the first 6 months of each administration. Under Trump, 356 criminal illegal alien gang members were arrested in Houston. Compare that to 75 in the same time period under the Biden administration. That's a 375% increase. The total number of crimes committed by those 356, 1,685 included murder, child sex crimes, sex trafficking, arson, and theft. And I'm sure that those numbers are reflected across the country, Todd. These are the people that you're apprehending and targeting prioritization for removal.
Yeah, 100%, John. And you see that with the numbers out of the Houston office. You know, just nationwide, we've arrested more than 3,500 TDA gang members who are some of the worst criminals with an organization that's been designated a foreign terrorist group by the president. So you can see that those are the ones that we're focused on. So, you know, it's great that I can come on like today and highlight the good work the men and women at ICE are doing, because I don't think the American public as a whole realizes just exactly who ICE is going after every day, and these numbers show it.
Yeah, in terms of who you're going after every day, there's been this dust-up between ICE and the Portsmouth, Rhode Island Police Department. They say that they cooperated with ICE in the detention of a fellow named Joseph Santiago Perez Gomez. Saying this, while ICE was positioned outside and not involved in the in-station process, their presence and arrest were coordinated in advance with our department and Homeland Security investigations. But we've got this surveillance video of this guy being let out of the police department. He walks down the sidewalk all by himself. unaccompanied. That's when ICE agents swoop in. So what really happened here, Todd? Did the Portsmouth, Rhode Island Police Department cooperate with you, or did they just release this guy out into the streets, and if you hadn't been there, who knows where he'd be?
No, John, you're right. That they didn't cooperate with us. What cooperation looks like, instead of having several agents outside of a building, is having one or two come inside the secure sally port, say, or the secure processing area, and allowing us to take that individual into into custody in a safe location. That sex offender could have taken off. He could have ran. He could have got away from the agents. The agents might have not got there on time. So the cooperation we want to see is that cooperation where they actually turn the individual over to us. That person could have got away at that point, and we're very lucky that the agents were outside for that.
All right. Thank you for clearing that up, Todd. Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.